Old classic cars, beautiful flowers, used Christmas stockings. These are just some of the many things I saw on this surprise walk through Miami. And to give you a little bit of context on what this story is all about, a few days ago I had to go and bring my 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee in to get some new brakes put on it. And in case you don't know why, I'll put a link to the video down below that explains all of that. But my plan was to just walk down the street, maybe grab a bite to eat, and maybe walk around the block. They told me it was going to take maybe a couple hours. But what ended up happening is I walked down the street, then I walked a little bit further, and I ended up walking not only around the block, but around the entire neighborhood, and came across quite a lot of surprising, beautiful, and shocking things. And that's exactly what this video is going to be about today. When I saw this crushed car, I just couldn't believe it. It seemed like something that you would see in a movie. Apparently, one of the neighbors told me that this tree ended up falling on this car when we had the last tropical storm here in Miami, and it's been like that ever since. This creepy old house did not seem like something that belonged in this neighborhood. This area is actually pretty nice. There is a brand new condo development literally 2 blocks away from this place, and across the street is a very nice school. A couple blocks down the street is a really nice senior living center, and then smack dead in the middle of all that, you have this abandoned house that looks like something out of a horror movie. Now, anyone who's seen one of my walking tours before knows that I'm a sucker for nature and beautiful plants and flowers, and I just had to stop and video this plant. I couldn't believe the colors on it. And this flower, come on guys, look at the natural beauty here. Next to this abandoned building on top of that, right? How would you ever expect to see that? This banyan tree was a true gem, really. This tree is probably at least 100 years old, and it's like a whole little living city and ecosystem inside of this tree. Look how many stalks and branches come from this tree. This tree has probably been standing there longer than Miami has even existed. Just as I thought things weren't going to get any more beautiful, I was let down in disappointment when I started seeing things like this. Discarded furniture, empty liquor bottles, couches on the side of the road, garbage everywhere. It was really sad and depressing to see this. After just seeing all of this natural beauty around me, I was thinking to myself, how could anyone do this to this area? And no wonder they have a reward sign ready to arrest anyone who's willing to do this. Just when I thought there wouldn't be any more surprises, I found this little park and there was a bunch of guys playing a basketball game and there was a bunch of benches and I just sat on one and watched them play. As you can imagine, this whole adventure really got me working up an appetite. I could not think of a place to eat, so I got up and left the park, and literally right behind me, I found this empty little cafeteria that really hit the spot. And I got a couple of empanadas for lunch, and that was just good enough for me, and I was really happy to be there pretty much all alone with not a lot of people around me. And the whole point of this story that I wanted to just convey here is that sometimes, even when you have to do something boring or uneventful, you can make the best of it and have yourself a really good time.